My daughter came home with bruises on her arms and silence in her eyes. The school said it was just kids being kids. I filed reports, spoke to the board, begged for help, nothing changed. Then Linda Morrison handed me a flash drive, photos, emails, threats. Mark Morrison orchestrated it all. He's behind bars now. Amelia sleeps through the night, and I'm not done yet. A month before the flash drive, Amelia started cutting her hair at night. He calls me names, she whispered, avoiding my eyes. I found torn notes in her backpack. Threats signed with Archie's initials. Her teacher called it harmless teasing. I clenched my fists, hiding the fear. Catherine, our lawyer, said we needed proof. My daughter was unraveling, and I was losing faith in every adult around her who smiled and looked away. The first time I met Mark Morrison, he shook my hand like a politician. Fake smile, firm grip. Kids will be kids, he said, brushing off my concerns. But Linda stood behind him, eyes downcast. Sarah Chen, her cousin and a social worker, quietly handed me her card. In case it gets worse, she murmured. That night, I found a bruise shaped like a shoe print on Amelia's back. My hands trembled. Something was deeply wrong. After Amelia refused to sit near Archie in class, she came home with a busted lip. The teacher said she fell. I demanded an investigation. The school counselor suggested Amelia was seeking attention. My blood boiled. Tara, a fellow parent, showed me a video Archie tripping Amelia. Laughing, the principal shrugged. It's not criminal. I started saving every scrap, photos, notes, emails. Amelia stopped eating lunch. I asked her why. She said, they watch me now. One morning, we found slut carved into Amelia's locker. The janitor said he'd clean it by lunch. No report filed. Linda called that night, voice trembling. He did that to another girl last year. But she wouldn't say more. I went to the school board. Mark chaired it. Conflict of interest, they said. Sarah advised patience. I felt like I was screaming into a void. That night, Amelia asked if she could stay home forever. Amelia came home with torn homework and a ripped hoodie. He grabbed me again, she whispered. I went straight to the principal. He said there were no witnesses. Tara confirmed her daughter saw everything, but was scared to speak up. That night, Sarah brought over KSBS forms, just in case. Catherine warned us they'll try to flip this on you. We installed cameras at home. I slept with one eye open. Amelia cried in her sleep. When I confronted Mark at a PATE meeting, he laughed. You're embarrassing yourself. The crowd went quiet. Catherine stood, demanding transparency. Mark called security on her. Later that week, our car tires were slashed. Coincidence. Linda left a note in our mailbox. Be careful. He's not done. Amelia stopped talking altogether. Sarah reported suspicious calls to her office. I started driving Amelia to school, walking her inside. Every day felt like a war zone. I wouldn't retreat. The courtroom reeked of tension. Catherine opened with a photo slideshow, bruises, defaced lockers, screenshots. Linda stood, voice shaking, confirming her husband's threats. Mark smirked until Sarah produced voice recordings. One captured him warning Archie to teach her a lesson. The judge's gavel echoed like thunder. Silence fell. Finally, Amelia took the stand, eyes fierce. He made me feel invisible. No one breathed. Truth was no longer deniable. Mark's mask cracked. I couldn't finish the whole story in this short. The full story is on my channel and linked below.